Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for the nice welcome. I really appreciate ICT Academy for giving me this opportunity, and really thank you for all that you have helped us also through the partnership that we have. So my narrative today, and I'm going to take you through a set of presentations. My narrative today is really centered around this concept called the future is now. Right, we are faced with Industry Revolution 4.0. That's the theme of this conference. And when we think about Industry 4.0, there are so many parts to what that makes up the 4.0, right? There's robotics, there's AI, there's smart manufacturing, and you can name them further and further. But my narrative to you today is that you don't have to wait for you to get all the right pieces, technology, acquire them to do the work that you want to do the innovation that you want to do. You can actually start now. And so you have in your hands the power to innovate, starting today and addressing the challenges of 4.0. So what I'm going to talk about is around the theme of innovation, which our previous speakers have also talked about. And I will have a few case studies just to quickly share with you how our customers are thinking about and have used Amazon Web Services to build innovation, use AI technologies to address challenges and problems that they are trying to solve every day. And that is something that I hope that I can zip through before I end my talk with some of the work that we have done with ICT Academy. So one of the big things about innovation is having an innovation culture. What does that mean? Amazon has been in the forefront of running many innovation experiments, and we constantly are pushing ourselves. We've heard this morning from one of the icons that Jeff Bezos always reminds us that we are a day one company. What that means is that we're always pushing ourselves. We are not satisfied with whatever achievements or accomplishment that has been done. But we are constantly on the edge thinking about what it takes to be better, what it takes to serve our customer better. And that is around the culture of innovation that we have in the company. This is not something that we keep inside, but we've also started sharing this innovation culture with our customers, as you can see here from one of our customers, Manipal. And it's important to have this mindset of innovation. It's a mental model that you can innovate. It is not a daunting thing. It is very possible for every single one of you, for your students, to innovate. We have been innovating for the past many years, and for me, because I work for Amazon Web Services, it is for the past 12 years or more. And so, some of the innovations that you come and see from Amazon would be AWS, which is one of the innovations. Secondly, we've created many different services and programs that our customers have asked of us. And that's how we keep on pushing, we keep on innovating. The story really started with Amazon running our Amazon.com. And when you use it, you have an experience where after you have purchased something, you will be also presented with other options where you might consider combining your purchases, or maybe you might be interested in another particular product. From all these experiences, from all these years of learning, this is something that we have built and provided as a service to users of AWS as well. So there's a recommendation technology that we have within Amazon.com, and it contains, a lot of components to it. A customer like Coursera, they also uses a recommendation engine, leveraging AWS. Can you imagine searching through 2,000 online courses, that amount of data? How do you know what is suitable for you? How do you know what applies to you? And you must have some form of intelligence behind driving those recommendations. If we bring it down to a more human level, voice is certainly the next frontier of innovation. And it's already here. You see the Alexa device over there? Now, we are all consumers of innovation. But do bear in mind that you can be a co-creator of innovations as well, leveraging some of the technologies that you see here. Another customer of ours, Baiju, that's what they do, right? They use Alexa, and when students interact with their service, leveraging Alexa skills, they are able to interact with the content. Information are presented to the students, help them remember. Now, let's also realize that we all don't just learn by reading. We also learn by listening. We also learn by visual. We also learn by actions. And there are many modes of learning. And this is just another avenue where Baiju has innovated upon leveraging voice. I really like this story because it is very, very impactful to, children who are kidnapped and then, and there are child trafficking happening. So this customer, by the name of Thorn, they make use of our facial recognition service, Amazon Recognition, to scan through images and then working with, police agencies and some of the other regulators. And from those kind of data, scanning and doing recognition, they are able to identify potential kidnappers and thereby going and having the police go and save that child. These are the kind of impact that when you break down the problem into small little bits, and you're very focused in trying to solve that just one small problem, that's the kind of innovation that some of these customers are able to do. And it's a very exciting part of how we have provided a platform for our users to build their innovations. Last year, we also released Amazon Sumerian, which is essentially a mixed reality environment, and you can build all these mixed reality characters and then use them in many, many different ways. The Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, they have actually built an artificial intelligence digital assistant called Ada for all the students. They are a city-based campus, and they want to present to their students a digital assistant through Sumerian, so that the students can actually interact, understand more about the campus, know where to go to which particular part of the city for this particular purpose, and then, and have a campus life that is beyond just the physical, but also the digital component. So we're seeing the coming together of the physical with the digital. And the way I describe it is that, the digital is the new physical, the physical is the new digital. And it's exciting to see the evolution of some of these applications of technology. So the issue is that you have access to all these technology. It is how you apply them that is actually more important. So in the last few slides, I'm just going to also go through how researchers are leveraging some of the advanced technologies of machine learning, artificial intelligence, to do that kind of research that they hoped to do. So here we have the San Francisco State University, and they're making use of our machine learning capability to run experiments. Now, can you imagine that, what it takes them weeks, sometimes even months. Now it takes them just overnight to run, purely because of the access to the scale of infrastructure that we have here in AWS. So their turnaround time, their speed to an outcome is so much faster. In my last couple of slides, just want to touch on some of the work that we are doing around the skilling area. If you have not heard of AWS Educate, please do reach out to us and we will get in touch with you and share with you what we are doing here. But essentially what this program is all about is helping education institutions teach about the cloud and students learn about the cloud. We are providing benefits, for example, content that you can use and incorporate into your teaching so that you can get up to speed in terms of your curriculum. But you and the students that you teach will also have access to what we call cloud credits, so that you get an opportunity to actually use AWS technology hands-on. That's the operative word. You have access to all the technologies that all the past customers that I've described, recognition, the speech to text, text to speech, the ML, machine learning, all other kinds of services and technologies that you have access to. And you don't need to buy anything from us if you don't wish to. It is really about helping you and your students skill up in the cloud technology. And we know that even in the most recent World Economic Forum skills report, cloud technology and cloud computing skills is actually listed as the highest, most sought out skills. And so we are playing our role in providing institutions with these capabilities to get involved. One example is that we're working with IIT BHU, building together with them an AI and a machine learning environment so that they can actually experiment, do research, push the boundary of what they hope to build. Some of the underlying innovation they don't have to build, so they need to just bring a problem statement on an area of research that they wish to address, but use the technology to do that. Now, some of these AI and ML technology, especially deep learning, using technologies like TensorFlow, Caffe, partnering with NVIDIA, great partner of ours, and then, of course, with Intel. All these are because we are providing it as a service to you. IIT Bangalore, they built a 9 months big data analytics postgraduate program, allowing students to actually take this program, but use the content from AWS Educate, learn about the technology, learn about and having hands-on experience, and thereby giving them real skills that when they go out, finish the course, they can then go about applying those knowledge and capabilities that they acquired. So the last 2 slides, very quickly. This is the work that we are doing with ICT Academy. It's around cloud literacy. And the whole notion about cloud literacy is this. We all understand numeracy. We all understand literacy. We also understand digital literacy. But I want to put to you that there's a new literacy that we need to embrace, and that is cloud literacy. And the reason is very simple. If you have a mobile phone, if you have an app that uses, let's say, you watch Netflix, or you watch Amazon Prime, or you use Airbnb app to book your next holiday destination and accommodation, you are already consuming the cloud. And that cloud is actually AWS because they are all built on our technology. So we want to raise that awareness amongst everybody, making sure that people actually understand that they are already part and parcel of this cloud economy. The next step that they can take, your student can take, you can take, is how you elevate that so that they can become co-creators in the cloud. And here we have, if I can get the slide back, some pictures of students, there you go, who have gone through this program with us, and we are very, very honored and proud to be partners with ICT Academy. And with that, I want to thank you for your attention.